Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's J Gemini. So I actually just ended up going and getting this in the mail, and something I just wanted to give you my first impressions on. Cool little knife that actually came from Reate. This is actually my first experience with the brand. Have had some other knives that have maybe been made by them. I think I had a Chavez Ultramar Street Redención, and I had it for a very short time. Quality was just fine. It just seemed like every other perfect Chinese knife. So we're actually gonna see what kind of quality they put in. I hear they're more of the upper echelon when it comes to the knives. So first one, packaging. It's definitely cool, kind of unique bifold design. You also have this, which is really cool. You actually have a patch that you can put on a hat, take off, put on a hat, put other things on here. But yeah, it's not exactly what we came for, but every little thing can help out. So I'm gonna open it up. I actually ended up seeing this and thinking that it was super nice when I saw Talonsai originally opened this on a Blade HQ Pick of the Week video. I'm like, that's definitely something I want to look at. So without further ado, this is the Bushido, which is kind of like quite a Quaken style knife. Well, first thing, it's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I mean, I read the description and the size, but still something that I thought was smaller. That's press sealed. All right. Man, perfect centering, great size, pretty light as well. Like the jimping on the back spacer. This is kind of a cool knife, just because I don't know what you would call this exactly. If it would be a liner lock, or this would actually be a titanium bolstered frame lock. I'm not quite sure. I mean, it's thicker than just a liner lock, I would think, so it would be stronger. But it's definitely like a liner lock, right? But the carbon looks great. You know, I'm usually not the biggest fan of carbon because it's sort of boring and it doesn't really show up in the light, but the way that they've got this milled, and I don't know if you can see this, but right here, there's this really cool shouldering where it goes from this sort of swirled look to a really aggressive lines where it's waved, just where it's shouldered. Everything seems so precise, perfect. And the flipper tab is actually down lower than I thought. Ooh, that fires up like a rocket. Yeah, I'm definitely about this. Love all the little details, the way that they have this matching up. I'm not usually about this like over-traveled blade, like on the Burnley Quaken. It just travels and it's a little thin through here, but this has more of a belly and then it cuts instead of it being like gradual the whole time, so it'll be a little bit better for that sort of EDC work instead of having that trailing edge that always is like running away from you instead of helping you cut. The finish, it's a little bit more glossy, which usually in most knives looks cheap. Like if, no, it's a big favorite, but with the Spyderco Tenacious, it has this sort of, that's nice. Spyderco Tenacious, it has this gloss finish and it looks like it's paint that'll chip right off. I don't know what this is, sort of DLC. I usually feel like a matte coating, like what you'd see on this Civivi Elementum. And that's 35VN. It usually feels a little bit more high end, but this doesn't look so bad. You have one screw. Everything else is really clean. actually locks into your hand pretty well for just being a little slab. The jimping's really, really aggressive. It's a small little area, but I mean, it gets on there if you dig your finger down. You also have a little bit of a surface area here, and the crazy thing is that this is actually really grippy, which is strange. Even if I put my oil all over it, you know, it feels matte enough that it actually kind of grips into your hand instead of just being a slippery mess. The size is definitely the coolest part. I mean, this is definitely like a small knife, but it doesn't feel like a small knife. No blade play. Action is what? Action's not bad. I don't really have any front flippers, and I haven't had a lot of experience with any except the can't even remember what it's called. Metamorph. If you know what that is, sorry, just hasn't come to mind. Lockup. Interesting. It is not fully locked on the liner or titanium frame lock, but it definitely feels rock solid, which I don't mind. I mean, I'm not beating on a knife. A knife like this is not used to drill through a car door. It's used for EDC, but the design is great. Pocket clip seems really nice. Not necessarily deep carry, but that's okay because it's such a small knife and it's just so light. Definitely seems like maybe when it breaks in it'll be a little easier, but at least for now it seems like it's kind of tight action. This is it compared in size to a knife that I just surprisingly seems like it's kind of you know, perfect comparison. You have the Elementum and you have the Bushido. But yeah, this looks like a really nice classy knife. And it's crazy, it's like the knives that I end up finding I like the most is a knife that just on a whim I'm like, hey, I'll try that out, and if I don't like it, I'll send it back, you know, not actually using it, just looking at it. But yeah, this I like a lot more than the Kwaiken from Burnley. The flipper tab on that knife really tears up your finger, while this is enjoyable. Just feels natural. Man, I'm impressed. Yeah. So that's basically it. I'm gonna end up using this. Coming back with a full review here as soon as I can, but I really want to get it in my pocket, feel how everything feels. But yeah, this is just, yeah, this is nice. So, hope you enjoyed. Definitely feel free to like and comment. If you have any questions about the knife up front, I can try to answer them as I'm, you know, going through the process to go out and see what I think about this knife. But yeah, we're very close to 100 subscribers, so please like and comment and share if there's anybody that you know is maybe interested about this knife. I'll definitely be uploading more here soon. Hope you have a great day. Keep being safe, everything going on. Take care. Peace.